Will people really care if Drake does the FIFA World Cup halftime show? What up, where's your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts? Hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keep sending those cash apps to CLBMG gang. Listen, they want Drake to do the FIFA World Cup halftime show. They're saying that this will be bigger than the Super Bowl. I've been hearing this mulling around, and I finally got the final word on it and everything that goes with it. And I want to have a conversation because it doesn't look like he would be the only performer if they were to do this. By the way, personally, I don't know how he fits into this. It would mostly be them using him because I don't know of him having a relationship. He could be the biggest soccer fan ever. I have no idea, but I don't know how that would pan out because I really just don't know. Other performers make sense. I don't know if Drake's makes sense, but let me have this conversation. Drake's name could be on the FIFA World Cup 2026 halftime performers short list, or so its president joked. And there were a lot of Drake fans saying, this is smart. This is bigger than this. It's 20 times bigger than the Super Bowl. He'll make Kenny look like old news. You really think that this is going to overshoot what Kendrick has already done? That video, that one clip on the NFL's website has 101 million views right now. They've never achieved that for any video ever. I'm just going to go on a limb. I don't even need to check. I'm sure there's not one video on the NFL's website that has 101 million views. I could be wrong. I'm going to check it, but I'm just going to go out on a limb. So this is not going to be bigger than that. I promise you. I don't care what songs he does. His video, whatever video clip they put, the 15-minute set that he does, it ain't going to do half of that. I'm just going to be honest. And you got to think, a lot of people watching that program, they're not speaking English. They have no intentions of buying none of that rapping that he's doing, not one of them. But, again, I can't take nothing from it. It's going to be a big look. Now, let me finish. What is bigger than the NFL Super Bowl? The FIFA World Cup. This year, Kendrick Lamar held down the Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show, pulling in record numbers and online spending. However, next year, Drake could potentially one-up his longtime foe. With the sports organization set to announce its inaugural halftime show in 2026, fans have recommended several entertainers. Atop the list is Drake for a myriad of reasons. The FIFA president, Gianni Infantino, jokingly entertained adding Drake's name to the short list of featured acts during an appearance on Good Day New York. So the president is all in, gang. Like this guy, Gianni, yeah, why not? Sure, get him. We'll pay. Listen, bring him in, bring him out. We're going to pay. They probably pay. The NFL don't pay. These people probably paying you to be up there. It's either way, it's irrelevant because it's not the audience that he really wants. Let's just be honest. If I get up there to the FIFA crowd, it could be 10 times more people watching that than the Super Bowl. I guarantee you 80 to 90% of them don't care about the music that I am going to perform. They're not going to care about the music that he is going to perform. The world is huge. Markets are massive. And that kind of music doesn't play everywhere. And you're going to say, well, Charles, the same thing goes with Super Bowl. Well, guess what? A lot of people watch Kenny's. And there was a lot of people that went out and bought that music afterwards. This guy streams out through the roof. Let me continue. When asked by host Rosanna Scotto if he'd considered having the Gimme a Hug rapper on the lineup, Infantino seemed on board with the idea. Quote, I have a great idea for the halftime. Drake, Kendrick Lamar dissed him at the Super Bowl. Drake was with us when we announced the host cities. That's a good idea. I should have his number somewhere. He's joking, saying I can hit him up. He also said that he bragged that the 2026 FIFA World Cup halftime show would reach a larger audience. 2 billion viewers, he said, 20 times the Super Bowl. This is coming from, and that's what it really is. It's a bigger market for soccer. Let's just be honest. But like I said, those regions, they're not even speaking American, and they have absolutely no idea about American rap. I'm just going to be honest. I know you're going to say, Charles, you don't make no sense. It's 20 billion people. Okay, if they don't listen to that music, they're not going to care. And Drake doesn't want to be worldwide to 20 billion people who don't even speak what he's speaking, who are not going to remember what he did up there, and he's amongst a bunch of other performers. It's not just him, gang. I need y'all to understand, this is a whole thing. It's not going to be the Drake half. No, he's going to be one of many. He's going to be one show of many shows. So it's not what you're thinking. It's not going to be 21. It's not going to be 20 billion people just focused on Drake doing Give Me a Hug. I need you to understand this. But let me continue. Infantino revealed that the show, which is being curated by Coldplay's Chris Martin and Phil Harvey, will not focus solely on one act. Quote, it will be a global lineup, music of different languages, artists from different countries. This will not be the Drake show. It will not be anything like Kendrick had. I need y'all to be clear. When these people that are these Drake fans start clapping their hands and stomping their feet that Drake is about to outdo Kenny, I don't think so, gang. He's going to be on a lot of TV sets that don't even know what he's doing up there and why he's there. They're not going to gravitate to his music. They're going to be waiting for him to get down. It's just like when you watch the Oscars or you watch the Grammys and someone gets up in there in full Guatemalan garb and they perform the most beautiful song in the world, and you just left the kitchen because you went to get a snack and you didn't even watch it. They weren't speaking your language, so you didn't care. That's exactly what's going to happen here. It's going to be a good look in stat-wise to say, I got in front of this many people, but a lot of them people that's watching that soccer stuff, they're not going to care. Just going to be honest, gang. Yes, it's going to be a good look for any artist to get up there, but we don't know how many artists they're talking. It's a whole thing. Drake's performing at the 2026 World Cup has been a long-standing rumor, but based on Infantino's comments, it isn't a sure thing just yet. So I'm going to say this. Drake is probably going to turn that down, and rightfully so, because it's not going to do anything for his career as far as versus Kenny. Now, it'll make for some great footage, like some great shots of him performing his biggest records, and they probably have explosions and that. They can do that, and he'll definitely gain a new audience. Don't get it twisted. He's going to gain some new people. Some people are going to say, oh, I love that guy, da-da-da-da. But it ain't going to be a good look in America when we start talking about this goofball is at FIFA trying to outdo Kenny, who already did the biggest Super Bowl performance in the history of the Super Bowl, bigger than Michael Jackson that stood for 30 years. This ain't going to be talked about by nobody. Just going to be honest. So no, we're not going to care if he does FIFA, right? We're really not going to care. Who's going to watch it? If you don't already watch FIFA, you're not going to tune in for that. Now, his fan, oh yeah, his diehards, they're going to watch anything he does. They want to sit through all kind of nonsense for anything he does, and that's cool. But I'm just telling you, and I know you're going to say, Charles, soccer is the biggest sport in the world. It's bigger than football, da-da-da. And I get all of that. I get all of that. But how many rappers do they have performing at those games? Just a quick, let me know. How many rappers come out and perform at soccer games? How many rappers were at the last FIFA World Cup rapping? Let me know, and then we can have a conversation. So my final verdict is no one's going to care. It is not going to be anywhere near what Kendrick did with the Super Bowl. And I really think he probably will come out looking worse because he's going to try to do probably some of them Spanish songs, which are going to be great for the Spanish people, but they're not really working here, which is where he really wants to make his name. I'm gonna put this image in your head. Drake coming out, and he tries to do one of these Spanish songs, and he has the full-on cowboy suit with the hat. You think that's going to be better or worse? CLBMG, let me know what you think in the comments, man. Make sure you go down below and get the I'm Just Gonna Be Honest merchandise. Let me know you got it. I'm going to post it on all social medias. I haven't had a chance to put which email you're going to go through, but we're going to get all that out the way, all right? I'm going to catch y'all on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine.
CLB.